Hi everyone, it's been a long time since I've posted a video on YouTube. Feels good to be back. And today we are going to do a house review. So, if you have been following my work on fragrances, you know that Noeme Paris is something that has a very special place in my heart. And their fragrances, I have loved them, worn them, professed them. So it's been an excellent journey with them. So I have 10 fragrances from them. They have launched 12 fragrances so far, and I'm going to tell you about 10 of them. And thanks to the love given to me by the brand themselves, these are all gifted fragrances. But when I profess them, I talk about them in a neutral way. And the result of that has been that people who have gone on to purchase their fragrances on my recommendation have come back very happy, and they found this house as classy as I found them to be, and that is of extreme level. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about 10 fragrances of theirs today. Why not the other two? That will also come up. And let's start with, I want to say, where is it? Yes. Let's start with the first fragrance that I tried from them, and it is called Kalahari. Now, Kalahari is an incense gem. We'll talk about their common characteristics later on, but let's go one fragrance at a time. So, Kalahari is a fantastic citrusy incense. It is very sweet. It is sweet, has those very good citrus facets of the incense that is most likely frankincense. Excellent scent, and this scent was highly loved by everyone. To whomsoever I sent a decant of, I think at a point I had to arrange about 15 fragrances all over India for fragrance lovers. So that was Kalahari, brilliant scent. And then, so let me do this collection first. So they have different collections in their lineup. And the first collection was the one that I received was of these clear bottles. So they are clear crystal bottles with this gorgeous cap on top. This cap just stands out in the crowd. You have hundreds of fragrances, and this one is just looking at you. You know what? I have a separate presence. So this is beautiful, and the fragrance that I have here as well is very beautiful too. Let me get this strip. So Atitlan. Next is Atitlan. Atitlan is one of the most beautiful yellow floral fragrances in the fragrance industry. That is not an understatement. Definitely, it is. That is not an overstatement. So this is sweet, that ylang ylang mimosa combination with a powderiness in there. Oh, this is, just look how much I have worn this fragrance. You might say, it sounds a little feminine, but I am almost. So this is less than 50 ml left here. This is a 100 ml bottle. One of the best, very soothing, very elegant, and that word when I use for Noeme Paris, it goes for all of their fragrances. These are very elegant fragrances. Next up is Abyss. Now, Abyss is, I think this is my second bottle of Abyss. Because this is a summer staple. Abyss is okay. So this is a musky, sweet, aquatic scent. Very nice. You get some fruity tones in here as well. Oh, this is very good. This is very good. I love this, and no doubt this is my second bottle. Yes. Okay. The next, moving on to, is Divin Part. Now, I do not like iris fragrances. So I do not like iris fragrances much, but this is again a rarity. So Divin Part, basically a very chalky iris. That I get very chalky iris, but what happens is that typical chalky flatness of the iris goes away, and it gives way to this very gentle, not too sweet, powdery scent, which is just amazing. And this is love at first sniff for many people. I sent a sample of it to many females, the official samples as well, and they loved it. And I think I got 3 bottles for different women in India. Brilliant bottle, brilliant perfume. Divin Part, a masterpiece in iris, a very underrated scent. In fact, for that matter, the entire house is underrated. Okay, so I talked about Kalahari. You know what, let's go in the chronology. And after that, after these 5 bottles, I showed you 4, but there's a 5th one as well. I'll talk about it later on. Let me talk about the next 3 bottles that I received in the next collection. So we have, I think this came later, I think, Altai with okay, so Altai. Oh, first let me show this bottle. So they came out with a second collection, the Shaman collection, and this is inspired from the shamans of Mongolia, and this is a beautiful deep red color. It's just very nice. So let me spray it, and that red going with that golden cap, even better. Okay, so Altai, you get sweetness of spices in here, you get a hint of coffee in here as well, you get florals in here. Beautiful scent. Another very classy scent from Noeme. Noeme doesn't disappoint. Oh, this is beautiful. So that, next moving on to Soma. Okay, so Soma, yes, so Soma is it's a sweet vanilla kind of a scent. It has some leathery, boozy tones in here, fruitiness. So a very date night kind of an appropriate scent. Beautiful, another beauty. So this is Soma from Noeme again. Okay, so next let's do Aman. Then we'll move on to Khalil. So Aman is another gem of a scent. I think this is a white floral one. Yes, this is a white floral scent with a lot of woody background, a lot of vibrance to it in the background as well. But that white floral in the front, coming with that citrusy kind of a vibrance. This is beautiful, gem of a scent. Leans feminine for sure, but a confident man can definitely pull this off. So Aman, that is. Okay, so what do we have next? Yes, so they came out with, so you've seen 2 types of bottles so far, and this is the 3rd type. Wait a second, let me just get that correct. So we saw the golden going with the transparent bottle, then the golden cap going with the red bottle, but look at that, all gold. All that glitters is not gold, but here it is. This is all gold by Khalil, by Noeme, and this is called Khalil. So when we talk about this, so Khalil is a sweet, very vibrant, fruity, ambery scent. You have incenses in here. You have a lot of thing going on. So this is an excellent woody ambery scent. This to some might remind of BR 540, but I would like to say that just like Aventus was the starter of a family, and then you had Sidrat Boaz, and then you have Hachivat, and all those scents created their own niche. Created their own niche. They created their own, they carved their own niche in the fragrance industry. Same way, this can be in that family, but you cannot say that this is an alt of it. It is going its own way, it is going its own route from the basic DNA, and this is better because this is not cloyingly sweet. You can wear this in the summer, you can wear this in the winter. So this is not that kind of scent that you can just specifically wear, and to some it might come across as feminine, and some people do call BR 540 garbage, and I understand why they do that, but this one takes its own route. It should be treated independently. That's my opinion. Okay, 2 more fragrances to go which I have. Okay, the next that they came out with was Kalahari Extreme. So you see that orange Extreme written here. So what happened with Kalahari is that Kalahari is an excellent incense, but this one captures the further sweetness of the frankincense that has been used in Kalahari. A Kalahari is quite a dry fragrance in terms of its character, whereas this one here, it has more volume, it has more density. There's a very good woody sweet density in here that is very alluring. and this is a better performance when compared to Kalahari as well. Last but not the least, they came out with a vanilla scent. When your loved brand comes with one of the most loved notes, you just have to have it, right? And they were kind enough to send it across. So team of Noeme and Mr. Yasin Kareem, the owner of the brand, he's of Indian origin, he's been raised in Paris, and you get that French finesse from that gentleman. An exemplary person. So thanks to him as well for always keeping me in the loop with the new releases. And this is Vanille de Sambaba. So that is 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth type of bottle with the almost smoky grey glass with a golden cap. Beautiful contrast, very classy, very elegant. So let me. This is since a recent one, so I know that this starts citrus, and this goes on to become a very good vanilla. This is a powdery scent. But with those citruses, the vanilla is quite uplifted. The citruses are not too juicy, orangey sort of, but they're just we are there to help you out kind of thing. We don't want the limelight, but we'll just enhance your characters. That's what they're doing. So that said, and this dries down into a fantastic vanilla. The performance of it is very good. Now 2 more scents. The first one is Nika. So Nika came out in the first generation with this kind of presentation, and I have finished the bottle of it. Beautiful spicy citrus woody scent, must try, very classy citrus. So that was Nika. Next they've come out with Rouge de Rouge this year, and Rouge de Rouge, I don't know what that fragrance smells like, so I'm yet to try it. I have not. There are opinions out there, but I will not tell you those opinions. I will tell you my opinion when it comes to me. So I'm trying to hunt it down, and I'll definitely try it soon. So Rouge de Rouge is on my list. Okay, so we tested 10. I told you about 10 fragrances from Noeme. So the common character that you will find from them is that all these fragrances are, just as I said, the gentleman, the owner of the brand is a very gentle person. So are these fragrances. They are all very gentle and elegant in their behavior. They are not loud in your mouth fragrances, in your face fragrances. But when you wear them in your sitting, the person sitting extreme next to you, or immediate next to you, will pick up the scent, and they will definitely like it. I know that saying, oh, this will get you compliments and compliments. No, I don't like to do that, because that is not the reality of fragrance industry or the how wearing a fragrance works. Because I see people saying, oh, you'll get a lot of compliments when you wear this fragrance. No? I think even getting 1 or 2 compliments in India is a lot. That's more than enough. And the person sitting next to you should not get, oh, this is very strong. Oh, what are you wearing? It should be like, what are you wearing? It's the same question in 2 different tones, and I would like the second one. So these are those fragrances. They will set you back about 20,000 bucks. They are not cheap fragrances, no doubt. And they don't want them to be cheap fragrances. They want to cater a good class of people. If you get your hands on them, you will love them. That is for certain. So don't miss out on these. Noeme is doing very elegant work. As I said, just as the gentleman is, that translates into his work as well. He loves them. Nobody does white musk in a more controlled and elegant manner than they do. They are very tastefully done fragrances. When you smell them, you come to know about the quality of fragrances. Like this is something, and I've had people around me. I get my friends around me and I make them try the latest stuff, but it is all a blind testing sort of thing. So I try to tell them about fragrances, but when they smell Noeme fragrances, they know now. Like when I made them smell Vanille de Sambaba, which was my latest, is that a Noeme? So that is what these fragrances are. They have their own separate identity just because they're very elegant, they're very classy. And I always profess them just because they're worth it. So if you get a chance, don't miss out on these fragrances. And thank you so much for watching the video till here. I had taken a break from YouTube because I was a little busy, but finally I've had the time to make a YouTube video. The content will keep coming, and I hope you like it and keep the interaction going. So thank you so much for watching the video.